Alright, I've been gifted a chance to finally cast a game. Because I was being forced to play the last two, but that's fine. Rat King choosing Ilios just so that he can play the Lucio. I'm expecting some big boops from him coming through. And we're actually seeing some interesting picks. We've got Echo May coming through. Tasty choosing to play the Lucio as well. This hole is going to come in big on this play, hopefully. And we are seeing very divey, very spammy comps coming through on both sides as they continue to both pick their teams. Blue team opting for a Bubble Winston approach. Not sure whether that will stay the same, but that is a very heavy dive spam comp. And honestly, I don't see the comp that Rat King's team is running against it working too well against it. Although my knowledge on team comps is fairly limited, so I would not take my word for that. Doomgent, that is a full dive team. I'm terrified of that. I don't want to know anything to do. I don't want anything to do with this team. That is a nasty team comp, and I hope they all just stop playing this game permanently. And we are going to go into it. Ah, never mind Rat Pack Control then. Alright. Both unready now. Is this going to be it? We're finally free. Seeing a Genji McCree. That stun could come in big on the Tracer and the Winston as they enter point. Gonna enter Gola here, see what his plan is. Just trying to find an opening. Maybe just try and force that stun out. As Tasty does go down, I'm assuming through the stun. Nothing coming out of that Wrecking Ball. As yellow team do get a quick pickup. I missed the Rat King poop. Oh, fake dive. I don't know why I didn't see that coming. I've seen that before. Azu getting another pick. And wow, actually a turnaround from what I originally thought was going to happen. Azu unfortunately going into the hole. The Boop almost catching another two, but Breadsticks and Rat King turning this back around. This is a brawl for this fight. Widow God trying to tie it up, looking for one more pick. It is going to be tied. Genji on Genji action here as the Ana trying to get some healing on her team. And I believe blue team not quite getting it. Breadsticks with this contest, just trying to stop them from getting as much percentage as possible, but it's not going to be enough to stop them here. As they do stabilize just out in front. Widow God getting another pick there. They are just looking to pressure them out, try and close out all these openings for the flanks, see what they can do. A Nano coming through on Gola. Although, not too much going to come from that. The fight wasn't particularly underway. They are going to chase kills, though. This Roadhog stuck in the middle, slept, and just killed by 5 people. Icy Lover, I think, with a teabag there, but I'm not going to say anything on that. They are right up to their spawn at this point. And I don't even know how to cast this. This is terrible. It's not terrible in a bad way, but terrible in a very interesting casting manner. As yellow team are choosing to stick with this Wrecking Ball Roadhog comp. Breadsticks just maybe trying to get an opening to use those minefields, just try and get a pick. The Nano Blade coming out on both sides, 1 for 1. Widow getting the upper hand. Genji main bouncing back up, Sanctus with another. And I believe Rat King, his team may take this. That was a battle of the blades, and yellow team has just barely come out on top with help from Genji main on that Roadhog. And Tasty just speed running to the point, but he is not going to get anything for it as he stabilizes back with his team. Breadsticks big minefield could find something there. He's found an anti-grenade. That is not what he was looking for. As Azu does go down in the mines. And they could just be looking to make sure that they don't get any further than this room. I know he could be looking for a pick. Nothing does come of it. Sanctus and Zarya. Sanctus and She both trading a kill there. The grab catches 2. That's big from She. Healing wasn't quite enough from the Ana to keep them alive there as blue team do retake this point. Breadsticks looking to just maybe recontest a few seconds longer to make sure they don't get too far ahead. Gonna get them an extra 2% and perhaps also escape with his life. Azu goes down immediately. 2 big picks coming through from Manipulate. Are they gonna follow up on this Winston? Winston does go down too. Manipulate with the 3k. And they're gonna be looking to roll onto this point now and try and turn this round as quickly as possible. You know, the 85% rule. If you're below 85%, there's enough time for the team to just take it back and maybe get one more recontest if they do happen to drop it again. 90% perfect there. If they manage to full wipe their team, it'll be tough to get a retouch going. Genji main investing his ultimate 2 back in this room. An anti-grenade comes in on both the tanks. Genji just reflecting some of that whole hog. We are going to see us stabilize here. 4 ultimates available for the yellow team, none for the blue team as Azu does drop. Tasty and Widow both with a pick. The lack of ultimates is not phasing them one bit. High Noon coming out, is that going to catch anyone? No, it's not. Racking with the poop on Guller though. Tasty with a headshot on Manipulate. And he's spooked into the mines. That was the very last mine in the group there. That was very unfortunate for Tasty. As yellow team may just turn this around. Azu just looking for the stall here. Catches a nano Winston to the face. Widow God looking for a big ult. But he is going to get sound barriered out and dropped. This could be anyone's game here. Anti on Manipulate. Probably going to drop to that Winston. As Toxin does get another Tasty drop again. Humane Sanctus on the Ana. Both supports lost for the blue team. And this could be anyone's game here. Looks like a 3-on-1. Goaler just looking to stall out as long as he possibly can, but that Genji is persistent. Tracer's back now. High Noon coming out from Azu. Is that going to catch anyone? No, it's not. Tasty dropping the tank. As soon as the support drops, that could be game, set, and match for either of these teams. As blue team C9s. There is no great comeback story in this one. Yellow team went down at the start about 65%. I believe I may actually be misremembering that, but I'm going to go with it. Yellow team coming from the trenches and showing them that they are not ones to be put down that easily. As we head on to map number 2. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. Just looking at the stats here, you can see the tanks, both Goaler and Sigma, doing a massive amount of work for their team. And who is the teams here? Breadsticks getting a huge amount of value on that Wrecking Ball, and it really showed towards the end there with those minefield kills that kept coming through on both of the Lucios. And yeah, the boots, however, may not be as impactful on this map as they were on the last. Not as many environmental options other than this one side of the map. But we'll see how much use they manage to get out of them. As we are going to see a Widow duel here. Anti-nade coming in. Breadsticks looking to get some early ult charge. As the Lucio dives straight into the backline, trying to find the Widow. And the brawl has begun on the Widow. Is he going to get an early pick? He is choosing to leave that fight. Wow, 2 go down in the flash of an eye. Flash of an eye? That's not the word. Azu getting a return pick on Genji, but it is still 5-6. That makes it 4-6. 4-5. I can't do maths now, apparently. It is 3 AM in the morning, but we are here to see both teams here obviously picked by the team managers. So, I'd say a bit more structure than the average team drafts here. We've been watching very closely for when the league drafts start. Everyone here looking to impress, looking to catch the eye of some of the managers as Icy Lover does pick up another pick on the Ana. Both Anas now down and out of the fight as the Widows just both on these off angles trying to catch these picks for their team. She does pick up a pick on the Genji. Mercy with the big res, that does pick up another support, and that could be what they need to push their round to this point. Sigma goes down to the Echo. Ana just managing finishing off that Lucio, and Abortion is going to die on point reset with his team. Good choice there. Hasty with the BMing on the teabag. I'm gonna act like I did not see that. I once again did not prepare a drink for this, but that's alright. See Goler there. It's actually Azu, I believe, with the echoed Wrecking Ball getting some value. Another pile drive though from the real Wrecking Ball. With that pocket to make sure he doesn't die. Big minefield on point. Is it going to catch anyone? No, but Bressix is going to get slept. The blade being invested. Nano blade catches one. Just trying to stall out this Nano. Maybe get a counter pick, but the Widow has also gone down, and it's not looking too good for the blue team here. As another 2 drop. And I believe that is going to be a clean turnaround for Rat King's team here. And that is a clean turnaround, both around 50%, anyone's game. You can see sometimes they do struggle to push into those open spaces, but once Rat King's team does manage to do that, the picks just start rolling in. And no, that is not some kind of pun on Wrecking Ball. They do genuinely just... They find those picks when they have the space to get them. And I could say that about many teams, many players here in the league. 2 counter picks, and Nano Sigma. Echo is going to drop to the Widow to try and balance this out. Abortion caught in the ult, could be looking to drop, but the sound barrier saves him. A minefield invested just to try and pressure them out of the point here, get them into awkward positions. Rat King gets another counter pick. That's the second minefield. A lot of visual flutter here. Ult coming in, catches both tanks. If one of those drops, that could be a clean turnaround again. Breadsticks does manage to counter himself, which is quite interesting. And the other tank does drop. Both tanks killing their own counterparts. And it's looking dire for blue team here as another Nano Blade comes in to start cleaning up. Mercy does get killed without the res. Sanctus and Manipulate cleaning up on their respective DPSs, and I believe you're not out until you're out. They do still have a chance to come back, but Goler will need a small miracle, and I believe that it's not today. As Rat King's team take map number 2. And I believe that will be GG. Everyone playing their best here. Just looking to catch the eye of the managers, like I said a bit earlier in that round. And they did. They dressed to impress. And both teams, every player on both teams absolutely nailing it. So much going on, I couldn't find the way to just focus on any one of them. Great step so far. And not too sure if we will be getting a third map here, but we will see in just a second. And it looks like we are going for a map number 3. Abortion switching out that Ana for the Zen. And Azu's team, or Tasty's team, there's 2 managed on that team, that's interesting. She goes down quickly to Breadsticks. See that Ryan v Sigma. Widow God with 2 quick counter picks on both the supports. That could be disastrous for their team. I'm not actually sure where the play is going on. I'm way out of place here. In my own world. As Widow God just performs a full vasectomy on the yellow team there. Yellow team is trying to capture it, but is going to be caught by a stray sleep from Tasty. Probably intentional, although I couldn't imagine doing sleeps like that, but I'll give him the credit where it's due. Abortion just wandering onto point, getting himself killed. The trickling plan obviously not working in his favor there. As they do manage to stabilize on point. Widow with the off angle on the Ana there, managing to get the pick. Seeing a duel here, Nike's highlights. He does come out with the win. Manipulate with 2 picks. He is really showing himself up here. And he has had nothing but important picks throughout this entire game so far. Ryan, Diva looking to make their way through the middle. Try and make some space for the team. He does get hooked, but that's not going to be enough to take him down. Sanctus once again taken down by the Sigma. Not asleep this time, just getting slept was enough for last time. And he is just not getting the picks that he needs to really help his team. As blue team, through the madness that is my words, are managing to hold this point to a solid 50% lead so far. As they are attempting to C9, but to no avail here. Blue team are far too on it right now to be caught out, trying to get a point for their team. See the Rat King there. Trying to find something. Let's manipulate with another big pick. Azu with the immediate counter. Could be anyone's game. D.Va trying to pressure out some of the supports. There's the bomb. Actually catching Widow God as Sanctus has entered their backline. Can he get another pick? Goler with the counter. Everything even so far. Manipulate with one. Racking with another. The dominoes are falling. He almost flashes off the map, but he has to use his recall to get back on. Manipulate. I'm not seeing him in the camera, but I am seeing his picks in the kill feed. They are incredibly important for the success of this team right now, as they may get a clean retake. 2 of them have just been picked, but the recontest not quite going to come out in time. Manipulate with another headshot. Unbelievable stuff from Manipulate so far. And it's a quick retake. Manipulate, despite all of the headshots, not quite going to be enough to pull this team out so far. Sanctus does get the recontest. Nothing from the sleep. Bomb coming in. Could catch one. Ana does in fact go down. Goler just barely missing the Tracer kill, but she does manage to pick it up. Shatter on the Sigma, almost picking up the Mercy, but Roadhog managed to keep him off. He drops. This is 2 for blue, 3 for blue, and they do manage to turn around that point. Great stuff. And that is going to be the end. 2-1 to Team Rat King. Beautiful stuff. And I really need to go and get a drink now. Holy shit.